kitchen. I'm meal prepping for this week and I'm making Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes and gravy and fresh roasted vegetables. To my bowl I added 1 pound of ground beef. Then I'm adding to it a tablespoon of onion powder. You can add a tablespoon of garlic powder, but I'm adding 3 cloves of chopped garlic. I'm adding 1/3 of a cup of breadcrumbs. One egg. Two teaspoons of Romano cheese. And 3 tablespoons of beef broth. One, two, 3. After you mix it, you can tell if you need more liquid or not. You can also use other things like ketchup. I've done a little bit, like if you have a few tablespoons of meat sauce, water, milk, just a little bit of something so it's not too dry. And I'm going to add some fresh parsley also. Some fresh parsley. And then you just mix it. Okay, now I'm going to form it into bowls. Okay, first I shape them into meatballs, and then I shape them into like an oval shape. I did forget to mention that you can add salt if you'd like. I add it to my gravy. Sometimes I add it to the meat also. So feel free to add some salt if you'd like. And I have some extras. I'm going to put in one of my very beautiful Pyrex casserole. Maybe some of you can tell me how old it is, from the 50s maybe. So I'm going to have a meal put together in one of those vintage Pyrex casseroles. I have some of them for sale, but not the one that I'm going to show you soon. I meant to list it on Marketplace, but I changed my mind because I like it too much. So here they are. I'm just going to wash my hands and add some oil to my pan. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt on the top of them. You can mix it in with the meat, but I'm just going to add a little on top. It's smelling pretty awesome in here. Turn them all over. I do about 5 or 6 minutes on each side. And I'm going to take them out. And you don't have to worry about them being a little pink because it's going to cook the rest of the way in the gravy that I'm making. Look how yummy that looks. Okay, if you end up with a ton of grease in the pan, just take most of it out. If not, I don't have that much in here. I'm just going to throw my onions in, break them up a little bit. I have one whole onion that I sliced. I'm going to get my potatoes started. The mashed potatoes. So this works out great. I don't have to worry about what I'm going to make for lunch for the week when I go to work. So I'm just starting to come up with some meal prep ideas, and I'm doing kind of like not all healthy versions, but more like portion control for myself. So that's why I'm doing like smaller versions of what I would make for dinner. So you'll see at the end my portions that I'm going to be packing for my lunches. And I'm going to have more than what I need for the week. So I'm going to pack a little for my husband for when he comes home for dinner also. So I'm going to let this cook for a little bit, then I'm going to put some mushrooms in, add that in. I have the mushrooms in. And I'm going to get the potatoes started soon. I'm also doing some roasted veggies. I have a 1/4 cup of flour. I'm just going to stir in. Cook it for like a minute. And I have 2 cups of beef broth that I'm going to use to make the gravy. Pour a little of that in now. I'm going to keep whisking because I don't want any lumps from the flour, and I want to make sure it's all like dissolved in the gravy here. Looks really good. And then I put the rest. Add a little bit more sometimes. A little tiny bit. Okay. I'm going to wait till it thickens up a little bit more, and then I will put the Salisbury steaks in there and let that go for like about 20 minutes. I don't see any little chunks of flour in there. It looks good, nice and smooth. And at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it. Salt to taste. And then some pepper. back in, and as it cooks, it will pick it up even more. There we go. And that'll go for another 20 minutes. I'm going to get a little bit of, I'll put the parsley on at the end, but that's going to go for 20 minutes and I'll be back. I've got my potatoes going, and I have my Salisbury steak going. Just going to put the gravy on top. See how it's thickening up nicely? Tasted the gravy, it's really good. There we go. So now for the roasted veggies, I'm doing cut up carrots and some broccoli. Now normally for dinner I would like mix up all the veggies, but I'm trying to change it up a bit during the week for me so I don't have the same exact meal 5 days in a row. So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Now what I do is pour some olive oil on, and then season with salt and pepper. You can even put a little bit of butter on the carrots if you want. I'm going to do a little bit of onion powder. You could do garlic powder, whatever you like. A little more olive oil, and I'm going to mix it all in. Oh, black pepper I like in it too. There. Just mix it up, and I have the oven on 350, and I'm going to roast these until they're nice and soft. Okay. And here's all the steaks, and the gravy is nice and thick. I'm getting ready to put them in the containers. I have my mashed potatoes done. The veggies are in the oven, just finishing up right now. So I'm going to start putting everything together. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start out with my potatoes. A little bit of potatoes in each one. And I only have 4 because I have a 4-day work week. So that's why I'm just preparing 4 of these. And as I said, I'm trying to keep my portions a little on the small side. I mean, I think that's pretty decent. You could also put a little bit of butter on each one if you want, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put the Salisbury steak on each one. And get a little bit of gravy, of course. There we go. Now I'm going to get the veggies out of the oven. And I'm going to do carrots on a couple of them. Like I said in the beginning, I don't want like the same exact meal every day. So I'm doing this. I have a little bit of a variety. And that's it. I'm just going to put a little bit of parsley on top. Okay, yeah, a little bit of parsley to make it look pretty. There we go, and that's it. They look delicious. One of my faves these days. And I almost forgot to add at the end that this is one of my favorite Pyrex casserole dishes. And I put my husband's dinner in here, and all he has to do is just warm it up when he comes home from work. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't. And, you know, it spreads the word, and I get to make more delicious meals and share them with you. All right.